Good morning. Obviously, I'm inside today and not outside. It's gorgeous out, but windy, and I am feeling like it was just going to be way too distracting. So I'm inside, and today is feeling really expansive after the new moon. Yesterday was a pretty powerful day. I don't know if you guys experienced it, but there were some pretty big shifts. I went for a walk yesterday afternoon, and there were so many people out, and I don't know, it just felt different. Something shifted. So hopefully something shifted for you in a really amazingly positive way. Okay, so last Thursday I shared some insight sheets for those who might be experiencing some relationship ickiness, I guess, for lack of a better term. You're kind of not sure how you're feeling about the relationship. Maybe there were questions before the quarantine. Maybe you've had this kind of gnawing feeling for quite some time and you have been ignoring it, and now it's really like apparent that it needs some attention. So last week we focused on, where you began in your relationship, kind of tuning into the energy that brought the two of you together and what that felt like in the relationship. And this week we're focusing on where you are now within the relationship. So again, there's three sheets. If you print them back in front would be great to save Earth, especially with Earth Day being yesterday. You can also download it and fill it out in a PDF format and then save it on your computer somewhere. Especially if you're living with the person that you're wondering about how you want to proceed in the relationship, it might be good to have it somewhere private versus somewhere where he or she might find it. Excuse me. So I hope that it's something that will be helpful to you. I think being able to look back at where you began and kind of tune into the energy of what that felt like, in that honeymoon phase of the relationship, that newness of it, and then coming to wherever you are now in the relationship, excuse me, where, present day feels blank, tuning into the story of where you are now. And I've asked some very specific questions about different aspects of the relationship and how you're feeling in it. And then just as a side note, I want you to kind of keep this in the back of your mind is, looking at the relationship as a whole is super important. But what's probably even more important is taking a look at yourself. Where are you in your life? How are you feeling? We're going to be doing a lot more around that in the next couple weeks. But for now, we're just going to focus on the relationship. So, that's where most people want to start. They want to start in where they're finding the discomfort and where they can kind of focus their attention on something outside themselves. So the other person is not blank. The other person makes me feel blank. So that's much easier than going within and taking a look at what might not be feeling good within yourself, where you might be playing a role in the breakdown of the relationship. That's a lot tougher. So I'm kind of starting out in the place that feels the lightest, in the place that feels the easiest, and that's within the relationship and getting a big picture of that. And then we're going to take a deep dive into a deep dive into what in you could be contributing to some of that breakdown, and also what's important to you, what you would like to bring into your life. So that's to come, right? This week we're focusing on where you are now. We're going to be in the present moment in the relationship. I also wanted to share a little message kind of around that theme in a way. It's from the book that I've mentioned before, Journey to the Heart by Melody Beattie. And it's not the message for today in the book. It's actually a message from a couple of days ago. And I don't look at this book every day. I kind of tune into it and touch in whenever I feel called to. And the message for today did not feel resonant. So I just kind of intuitively went to a day. And this is the one that I felt really captured the essence of today, and also really plays into what I just shared about, having an idea of the relationship itself, but also tuning into yourself. And it's really about trust in your own guidance, your own judgment. I mean, you know what's best for you. We just sometimes have a little bit of a difficult time accepting it. So the message for today is trust what you know. As you grow, as you evolve, as you continue on this journey, you'll discover many abilities, gifts, and powers. One is an increased sense of knowingness. We will begin to understand events and people on a level much deeper than we experienced before. We will begin to know the feeling of a person, a place, or a thing. We will begin to feel its energy, not just its matter or physical form. We'll talk to a person for a while and know if that person feels trapped, feels like a victim, or feels free. We'll know if a place holds energy that's good for us, or we'll know that the energy isn't right for us, doesn't currently complement our needs. We won't judge, we'll just know, and we'll know what to do. Powers appear when we open the heart. We find the powers of love, comfort, faith, joy. There are other powers too that come along the way. One of these is the quiet power of trusting what we know. So today I invite you to open your heart, let it show you what it knows, learn to trust what you know. You're wiser than you think. So, I don't know, it feels really pretty good because we do have innate wisdom. We do know what's right for us. We do know what is important to us. And it's having the courage and the faith and the trust to listen to that voice that's inside and to take action when we need to. Okay, so I'm wishing you the most beautiful, gorgeous, fabulous day. This first day after an Earth Day, a new moon, really, really fired up energy going on right now. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but wow, it's pretty powerful. Yeah, so I guess that's it for today. I will see you here tomorrow. Remember, we learn from one another, so please share with anyone that you think may benefit from the message for today. I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.